What's up, Team KBA? One Tech Traveler here. This is Last Shelter, and today we are going to talk about the new hero skins that have just landed. And as you can see, this is Hummingbird, but not the way that you've normally seen her. So stay tuned, gonna share my thoughts, talk a little bit about the new upgrade and just some of the concerns I have about how they've actually implemented hero skins in Last Shelter. I want to give a shout out to our Last Shelter partner, Leo's VIP Club, who is not only giving you direct access to some of the hottest APC and base skins, you'll also be able to get the new hero skin feature that is debuting today. So whether that's the Soul Beetle APC, Crimson Sky Ice Crown Castle, or the new Hummingbird skin, then make sure you check out Leo's VIP Club. I'll put the link down below where you can learn more. Right, so let's talk about the new hero skin. This is the pack similar to the APC and base skins of how you can try your luck in the game to try and get the creme de la creme, and here it is featuring a Hummingbird. You'll start to see these hero skins rolling out and them rotating the hero skins as you have expected previously. Hummingbirds Tote Bag. Open it for a small chance to get Hummingbird's summer outfits, chick and chilled, or other rare items. Not really rare, as the other ones are pretty much irrelevant, so of course you're going for this if you want Hummingbird. It does follow the same pattern where the first pack is roughly $10 and then that doubles up to 20 to 50 and then 100 after until you get Hummingbird's skin. But from understanding APC and base skin drops within the game, it can get very expensive. So that's why Leo's VIP Club is going to be a good avenue if you want to just strip away that gambling part or guarantee yourself in a much fairer price. Unless luck is on your side, then definitely more power to you. But sometimes luck is hard to come by in Last Shelter, as many of you would know. So let's have a look. There's actually two that are debuting. Let's actually look at Hummingbird first, and if I can find it here, everything kind of looks familiar, but on the top right you notice a little coat hanger symbol. If we click that, it's going to take you to different outfits. We have the default, which I still think looks pretty cool anyway, but next up we have a chicken chilled, and they've added a few animations to Hummingbird, making her a little bit more alive rather than the fiery background and a static image, which is nice. Chicken chilled is kind of a shared theme, so you'll probably find heroes having the same theme until they rotate to another one. So I kind of would have liked a bit more exclusivity of specific wear that Hummingbird will wear compared to someone else who we'll look at in a moment. But of course, Last Shelter is kind of like a stats numbers game, and you can see we get additional buffs which can be very really handy too. So troop might plus 5%, shoot might plus 1%, combat attribute, have the outfit on in combats to make it effective, have the outfit on to make it effective to all. So there's definitely more of a hero squad and a formation part to it. Not much different than what we saw from APCs and base skins, but again adding another variable of who can have the highest might, and I'm sure tactical resistance like HP, all of that stuff will be featuring later on. Chicken chilled, rosy sunglasses and red sniper rifle, milky swimming suit and perfect figure. Getting a suntan on Sunday afternoon, Lydia somehow becomes a spotlight on the beach. See the bracelet made of pearls and shells. She made it herself or as a gift from someone. Speaking of gifts, you can also gift them to other people. So yeah, if you're feeling generous, then you can do that. It's shared through the same Last Shelter in-game function with skins for APCs and bases. This one looks nicer. Again, they're adding a bit more animation to her, but we'll just see how much that's actually featured, whether that changed the battle reports. At least with APCs and base skins, they're very easy to see visually, whereas if it's only in this hero view, then it kind of sucks a bit. So just my thoughts there. Now, another hero I also saw featured with that new skin option is, for some reason, a legendary, which was Arsenal. And yeah, I don't have Arsenal since I've just always exchanged them. But you can see that same coat hanger, and he's only the other one, which is kind of a bit weird. But you can see he shares that same sort of vibe. It's called Wave Rider. If we click not owned, yeah, it's not available. I'm assuming they're gonna make this available like organically because it's a legendary, but you know, who's rocking legendaries these days? So if they're only making the legendaries like organic to kind of get a taste, it's just a bit no point really. But you can see he gets plus 5% on True Might, and we have a different name called Wave Rider. A little bit of animations, which is cool, but it's just weird how it's just beach outfits. So that is the new skin drop. Now I have some reservations. You know, more power to people if they want to get the skins, like absolutely on board, that's chill. But definitely from other games that I play that have skin options, like the execution is just far better. Here is really just the change of the picture, a bit more animation, and of course the stats. But in the end, there's probably better ways of how you can increase your stats. I would definitely rank base and APCs higher first, because those are just global, whereas you can see some of it is specific to Hummingbird, and then some of it also to the formation. So the others are more universal than that. But these skins, man, like, you know, firstly, I thought skins are cool. Like, I like to see them in different outfits, but a little bit disappointed in what their logic is with releasing it in a beach and summer outfit. Like, I guess it's summer, but again, this is supposed to be a zombie game, man. And it's weird how it's Hummingbird and Arsenal, like very weird heroes to just drop them suddenly on. I wouldn't have mind if they waited to just release it across a wide variety, but it looks like they want to just roll it out slowly. And Last Shelter being Last Shelter, these are going to be paid for only skins. There's no other long grinding way how you can maybe exchange diamonds or whatever to try and get these skins. It's just purely a paid for item, which increases just the gulf and the huge difference already from people who decide to invest and spend on their base versus those who are organic and free to play. It is an additional, is an option. It's not essential, but at the same time, you know, hiding it behind many attributes that are just going to increase those who are spending like the advantage versus those who are organically playing. I just don't really like the way how they're kind of stifling or just really not catering to those who are still spending plenty of hours. And we've seen that for many months now, just not really getting that much rewards from the essential basics. We see, you know, with the polymer crystals, for example, besides the 500 that you get from wall badges, hopefully they're going to make polymer drops organic also, or even just in the helicopter, which I haven't seen yet. Trade supply, of course, is always going to be the best value for wall badges, Beyblade Super Energy Cores, and polymer crystals, but we all know the gambling randomized nature of it is going to make that like an endless pit hole. So you know, it's starting to stack on more and more with just the stats, so try not to get too deep into it. I'm still happy to share updates on when these new skins are landing for those who are interested. And of course, Leo's VIP Club just being my trusted partner of where you can get these things that normally can end up being very expensive in the game, much more affordable and saving. So, you know, definitely happy to help there. But I just not really a fan of how Last Shelter's going in the direction of just really, you know, neglecting the wider and whole community and just, you know, doing all these paid stuff. In the end, it's just going to demotivate a lot of the organic or even minimal spenders, because you're just going to be pressured to spend more to try and keep up with the Joneses, or just like the 1%. when we all know, like, unless you're going all in, it's just better not to spend at all. But hey, just a little bit of my thoughts means I'm just not the target person who would be interested in getting these skins. For those who, of course, are enjoying the competitive, like, combat action, which is also a bit so-so, then this is another avenue of how you can try and get your leg up. What I would have liked to see too is not only these, like, cosmetic skin and slight attributes, but actually also changing the skills if you get these outfits, especially if you're dropping a lot of money. Like, I would have liked Hummingbird, even though it was a beach summer outfit, which I'll accept for now, considering it's a zombie game. Besides, like, these troop buffs actually making a difference to her skills. So instead of just a typical plus 50% my resistance on skill 3 and 4, why not actually give it an additional boost? Or why not actually change up some of her skills here? Like, that would have actually been much cooler, because then you can start switching up a bit for heroes you already have and for situations if you're coming up against someone, right? So maybe Hummingbird having this huge charge shot, that skin maybe is going to reduce that 2-turn prep to a 1-turn prep. Little things like that, like, it would make it much more interesting. But again, you know, that is Hummingbird. I like her. Skins are going to be a good addition, but again, it's just also very concerning the direction of just how, yeah, you're going to get into an endless stat fight. And they're just trying to provide more elements, which I don't mind, but more paid elements to make you more competitive. That's just going to leave organic people in the dust, or actually trying to play the game fairly and organically when the game just doesn't always work out well for you. So hey, it is what it is. But that is the new hero skins update. Definitely going to talk more about this and just see how this fleshes out. And of course, for any of you who do pick up Hummingbird skin, just whether you see that featuring a little bit more in the gameplay, like battle reports, if it sort of reflects in here as well, that would be a nice touch too. So yeah, thanks a lot for joining me, Team KBA. If you want to read more Last Shelter, check it out on my website at onetechtraveler.com. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, keep being awesome. Peace.